G'day, g'day, are we up? Yes, we are. How's everyone going, guys? Just trying to get everything organised here. This is probably the quickest we've ever sorted it out. Normally, we are about 5 minutes into the game before I get everything sorted. Oh, all right, National Anthem time. Big moment. What's everyone's predictions, guys? G'day, Barry Boy, Sam. Adelaide Crows are the best. Mid Guffey. He's going to watch the cricket instead. Yeah, fair enough. Don't blame you. What are your thoughts on the Ashes? I didn't catch that much of it last night. If you can't tell, I'm actually sick as a dog. So that's actually why Bush is not here with me today. He's going to be watching the basketball from his house, and I'm quarantined myself, watching the Eagles game here alone. But yeah, the Ashes team, we seemed to make a bit of a comeback last night through Mitch Marsh, which is good. Eagles by 31. Eagles kicked 9 in the first. Holy shit. I would lose it if we kicked 9 in the first. I hope you're right. I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about how the Eagles are going to respond mentally after yesterday. Yesterday was a shit day for the club. To be fair, we had a few bad days as a club last year. We won a flag in between. So hopefully this group, I think this group's kind of proven they're pretty strong. Got some real resolve about them. So I'm thinking we still get the job done. Oh yeah, and I don't follow basketball at all, but feel free to just keep updating us with the basketball score, because I won't be able to keep up with it anyway. 3 for 179 were they? Oh and yeah, and just bear with me while I indulge in some chocolate. I'm sick, so I kind of just let myself eat whatever I want when I'm sick. Selwood wins the toss. Hopefully that is the last thing they win all day. This is actually a dairy milk mukbang. Where did the word mukbang come from? I didn't know what it meant until recently. Sam reckons Danger's going to have a big game. Yeah, he's a big game player. And season on the line, obviously, elimination final today. So hopefully we're not on the receiving end of a barrage. Australia up 1 with 28 seconds left. Spain ball. Shows how switched on I am. I thought the game started later tonight. Hopefully get the job done in the basketball. Sounds like a fairly rare opportunity for Australia to win a World Cup. Obviously, USA got eliminated. Oh, and yeah, if you can't tell, I'm absolutely dying. Absolutely dying with the flu. But I'll get around me, boys. Got my Eagle scarf on. It's just about bounce down. Danger's playing forward. Yeah, fair enough. Doesn't really surprise me. Bit of a hard matchup, I guess, with Barras and McGovern. Really kind of a different sort of forward than they'd be used to playing on. I don't know. You can almost put Shepherd on him because he's quick. Dangerfield would monster him, though, in strength. All right, come on, Eagles. Bounce down. Oh, Nick Nat for the first clearance. What a surprise. Yes. Oh, darling. Drop chest mark. What a surprise. I'm just kidding. Yes. All right. So, high tackle on Redden. Darling looks like he is sore. Why? You're all right, darling. Getting up. Redden goes deep inside 50. Oh, if only we had Rioli or something crumbing. Nah, too soon. Oh, Hamish Brayshaw's here. G'day, mate. Oh, you got the flu as well, mid-Guffy. Yeah, it sucks. I feel your pain. I had work at 5:30 and I left at 7:30. Too crook. I had a bizarre interaction actually at work, just as a tangent. I walked past this lady I work with, and she goes, "Have you got the flu?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Yeah, I can smell it on you." I was like, "That's not the flu you can smell." No, I didn't actually say that, but she reckons she could smell the flu off me, which is weird. I don't have you ever heard of that? She reckons her husband, when he has the flu, gets the same smell, and it's not because I shat my pants or anything like that. Different kind of illness. All right, Geelong kind of controlling the ball slowly, sort of around that 70-metre mark. Is that Selwood's got the ball, I think. Oh, uncontested mark from Hawkins in the forward pocket. How does that happen? Bit slack, you'd have to think. I've turned down the commentary. Why are they replaying the Redden thing so much? All right, Hawkins lining up for the first goal of the game, and it looks good. Yeah, he's nailed it. That sucks. Chocolate time. Is that rustling really annoying? Sorry. My girlfriend hates it when I rustle chocolate. Give me that damn nice dairy milk goodness. Sorry, Ryan, I can't turn around and show you the game. Copyright reasons, man. Nick Nat with another clearance, nearly. Dangerfield with the defensive work, and then he gets the forward inside 50. Oh, another drop, Jess Mark, McGovern. Oh my God. Oh, all right, Geelong 2-0. Not feeling like this is our night tonight. McGovern, I've never seen you do such a clanger. Yeah, and is it just the stream is like real slow, or is it still saying 0-0? Still says 0-0 on my screen. There's not a whole lot I can do about it if it's wrong, but maybe at quarter time. All right, another inside 54 Geelong, and this is looking ugly so far for the Eagles. They need to weather the storm like last year's grand final. Another inside 50 Geelong. This is looking shit for West Coast. And a free kick to Hawkins, 50 metres out. Fantastic. Boomers going into overtime. Was it a draw? Hawkins 45-22 from set shots this year. That is very accurate. This time he has missed, thank God. Who's everyone going for today and why, if you haven't said already? I'm curious. Everyone's kind of jumped off the Geelong bandwagon, and then obviously the Rioli thing happens and everyone's off the Eagles, which I kind of understand. The Eagles need to respond soon. They can't let Geelong get off to a massive start. Your mum's second favourite team is Geelong. Interesting. I can see why, I guess. They're kind of likeable. Alright, so Eagles have the ball through Gaff on the wing and a chance to try and arrest some momentum. Pretty sure Sean from the Discord, one of the mods, a long-time friend of the channel, pretty sure he's at the game, so hopefully he goes home disappointed because he's a Geelong fan. Eagles looking a bit rattled, I'm not going to lie. We need a settler. Oh, Cripps gets his kick smothered. Not ideal. Mid Guffy, you were an Eagles fan when you were 6. And then your mum made you a fan of the Doggies when you were 10. So are you West Australian? Oh, God, here we go. Geelong going forward inside 50 again. McGovern, give me something. No clangers. Good man. Okay, looks like that score has finally updated 13-0. Good. Yeah, this game's at the MCG. Oh, Ryan pushed off it so easily. Is that Buse? Oh, you're Victorian. You just like the Eagles' colours. Oh, well, you have good taste. I think the Bulldogs have good colours as well. Oh, man. Geelong's peppering the goals so far. Let's have a look at some early stats. Because why not? $19 watching, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Last week we had a bit of a rough go. So far, so good on the technical front. Although I don't want to speak too soon. We're at my house this time, not Bush's, as you've probably guessed. I think my internet connection is a bit more reliable. Man, another inside 50 for Geelong. And now Tim Kelly is going to run into an open goal against his future side. Heh. I'm not liking this, guys. I'm not liking this this vibe. 0% efficiency inside 50 West Coast. Gee whiz. What are some stats? Where are the inside 50s? 9-3. And that's probably 10-3 now. Hasn't updated. Who do you think will be an easier matchup for Richmond? Oh, that's a good question. Probably West Coast. To be honest. If you factor in they've got to travel twice in a row. Yeah, I think people have jumped off Geelong too quickly. They're looking pretty damn good at the moment, that's for sure. It is one-way traffic. Eagles looking flat. They just need to settle. Oh, for fuck's sake, darling. Sorry. But you can't just keep dropping chest marks at the MCG. It's not cute anymore. It's kind of cute when we still win the grand final despite you. That's harsh. He played well. But seriously, take a mark. Man, so, yeah. I don't know. I mean, we're getting mauled at the moment, but Darling's dropped 2 chest marks inside 50 now. Oh. Oh, finally, Waterman does a clean possession and then he messes it up. That's the first clean possession and then he just takes too long. Not good enough, Eagles. This is utter domination. A little bit different to the grand final, which I referenced. Felt like in the grand final we weren't playing that badly. Collingwood just keep 5 pretty sick goals. Whereas this is like one-way traffic. Eagles under a lot of pressure with the ball straight away. Cannot get... It's an absolute hot potato there. I feel like if we just slow the ball down and start using it, very deliberately, take that extra second, then we'll start to play well. Oh, that's a poor kick inside 50 from Waterman. Maston's got to kick this, mate. Oh, my God. Maston, you are in the team, and you're the only player I know who gets 15 possessions a game and keeps his spot. You cannot afford to mess that up. Oh my God. Probably his last game for the Eagles, and that's not even been reactionary. It probably actually is his last game for the Eagles. Shame on Maston and shame on the other bloke for not telling him there was a player behind him. But seriously, you're not going to get that much time in a final. He should have known. Do you think the Eagles' interest in Shai Bolton signal they knew about Rioli? No, I actually think they just rate Shai Bolton. He's a good player. I generally don't think the Eagles knew up until the night before last about Rioli. But we're just hearing so much mixed shit. So half the people are reporting that he was caught red-handed, in which case you'd know straight away, right? So why did it take 20 days or 19 days or however long it was to actually ban Rioli? Oh my God, was that Maston again? Maston does a routine switch in the back line and loses 50 metres for his team and it goes out of bounds. Absolute spud. Absolute spud. What am I drinking? I'm drinking a protein coffee shake because I didn't want to have a full coffee. These are caffeinated and I feel terrible, so I need to get through this live stream because I'm sick. So yeah, it's just a bit of a boost because I'm going to be talking by myself for the next 2 hours. Oh yeah, forgot Petruccelli was even playing. Oh, well done, Jets. Nearly. Oh, Hutchings shanks the kick on inside 50, but we'll take it. It was a hard kick to pull off anyway. G'day, Luke. G'day, Sammy GFC. Where is Buster? Nah, Bush is not here because I'm sick as a dog and he's watching the Boomers. G'day, Riley. How you doing? Luke, yeah, I am surprised at what Rioli did. Yeah, it sucks. It was a massive shock yesterday. I'll probably release a video on it. We might do True Footy Reacts. I think it's you that always asks about my True Footy Reacts, Luke, isn't it? We might bring that back with me and Joycey this week because there's been so much to happen. So I'll be talk a little bit more about Rioli and that, but yeah, devastating. Hey, Roger. Oh, that's okay. Don't have to apologise for eating your dinner. Yeah, Bush is not here tonight. It's just a solo thing. Oh, Boomer's ball. 16 seconds left. Even game. Good stuff. As long as we win. Eagles starting to get a little bit more territory back, although now Geelong stream it out of their back half with relative ease. Oh my God. Okay. Is that Blitzarves lining up for goal number 4 for the Geelong Cats, and he's missed it. Take that every day. Oh. 24 watching now. Thanks, guys, for jumping on. The Eagles are definitely still in this. They just need to settle soon. They've inched back. They just need to put something on the scoreboard. Take a bit of pressure off. Hey, just about first mark of the night, Elliot Yo. Great mark. Uh-oh, my cat's here. My cat is very annoying. Here we go. Oh, Darling, good mark. 2-on-1. Gets rid of his man. Takes a mark on the forward flank. Darling goes deep inside 50. And Nat Nui! Yes, good mark. He's not a great set shot usually, but we need this one. Who said he can't take a mark? Can't nick Nat. It's a pretty tough angle. And he's missed. That's alright. We'll just lock the ball inside 50. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, Sam, it is a little bit like the 2018 Grand Final. I think we're playing a bit worse, though. The 2018 Grand Final, we were playing well. It was just that Collingwood kicked 5 unreal goals. My cat is very close to interfering with this thing. Get out of here, potty cat. My cats have actually featured quite a lot on this channel. They're just accidentally in the background of some of these. Oh, Maston redeems himself. Not quite, but it was a good mark. Oh, Jetta pulls off a very difficult kick, as usual. And Petrocelli streams inside 50. Come on, we gotta score a goal out of this, surely. Oh my God, yes. Yes, it was a goal. It just didn't look like a goal. Oh my God. All right. Much needed goal to the Eagles. They're still in this. I'm not going to put the cat on the camera. I am allergic to cats, which is why they're so annoying. I love cats. I do, but my cats can be annoying. That's all I'm saying. And yeah, I don't want to... While I'm feeling sick, I don't want to touch the cat because I'll get allergic and... Wow. I sound like such a douche. I'm sure it will find its way onto the screen very shortly. Lol, Darling's so close to missing that again. Yeah. Joycey's joined the stream. Welcome, Joycey. Yeah. He did nearly miss his foot with the ball. Was a great kick by Jetta, setting up another play for the Eagles. He's so good at that. And I actually think Jetta's probably in our top half a dozen important plays in the second half of this year. Oh, good tackle, Hutchings. Didn't quite ruin the play, but it was good. Who'll win the Brownlow? Luke, I'm halfway through my Brownlow count video. I'm going to hopefully get it up early next week. It is so much work, though, because I'm using so much footage for so many different games. I think it'll work out that I'm downloading like 50 or 60 games of highlights. So 50 or 60 highlight videos. to make this one Brownlow video. So it's a lot of work. I'm up to about round 9. So yeah, can't tell you who I think will win the Brownlow. Who's my favourite Essendon player? That's a good question. I guess I like Danaher. Never really thought about that. That's an interesting question. I'd say Danaher, yeah. I like watching Stringer play. Good spoil by Schofield over the back there. But I wouldn't say Stringer's my favourite Essendon player because he's kind of got that dickhead vibe about him. Oh, Gaff nearly run down. Scores out of full. Damn. How come I'm sick? I'm not too sure, mate. I work in retail, so there's a good chance I just like interacting with so many different people. So, yeah, my immune system's probably good as a result of that. But, good tackle by Redden. Yeah, Eagles have worked back into the game here. They've just got to put it on the scoreboard. Oh, yeah, that's right. You were sick, Roger. Now I'm feeling your pain. Riley's going to uni to study nursing next year. My tip, keep warm, have a warm drink and rest up. Thank you. Yeah, that is good advice. Unfortunately, I'm working the next 2 days and I can't really get out of it. But every other moment I'll be trying to rest up after this game. Owen says, after last week's game, do you think Dusty is the best big game player? Now, that's a good question. I actually think Danger is up there. That's a tough one between Dusty and Danger. They probably are the best 2 big game players. I still think the best 3 players of the game are Dusty, Fife, Danger. Just slightly ahead of Cripps. Off the top of my head, I can't think of Fife as being a massively big game player. I think he's just consistently always really, really good. Whereas Danger and Dusty have really lifted in big games. Off the top of my head. Boom is into second overtime. What? They drew again. Cat, get out of it. Oh, God. Some dangerous territory for the Eagles here. Another couple of Geelong goals and they could pretty much put us on the back foot for the rest of the game. How sick am I, Luke? Yeah, pretty sick. It's man flu. It's a severe case. Nah, I'm okay. It is. I'd say it's a bad flu, but, it's not that bad. All right. The cat is officially interfering, and you are out of here. Another draw. Wow. Crazy. Are Spain pretty good at basketball? Like, who's better out of Spain and Australia? Because I don't, like I said, I don't really watch basketball. Like, where do Australia actually rank in the world? Like, 5th? I don't know. Geelong have got the momentum back here. We need to start sticking these tackles. Yes, good mark, Hearn. It feels like we're not actually good starters, the Eagles. So, I'm not getting too concerned just yet. Like I said, we're looking better now. It's just a case of scoreboard pressure. Because, I don't know why I keep bringing it back to the 18 grand final, but in that game at least we got a few sort of lucky goals, like Rioli hitting the back of his heel. And that took the pressure off us going into, breaks. So we're going to need that again now. If we go into the quarter 26-7, it's I'll be very concerned. Oh, Radaglia takes a mark and he's going to do exactly that, put them up 26-7. What team outside the 8 would have been a threat if they'd made finals? I think somebody actually asked me this. Cat, please go away. No. Yeah. I say Hawthorn on Port purely for the fact that I I don't know. I feel like they're capable of beating top teams, but now I think about it, there's some other teams that were really good against top teams as well. Like Fremantle beat Geelong, they beat Brisbane, they beat Collingwood away, they beat GWS, and then lost to Carlton, Melbourne, and Gold Coast. But yeah, to answer your question, I think Port and Hawthorn would have been capable of winning a final. I'd say they were good enough. Yeah, if it was an Eagles-Port or Eagles-Hawthorn 5th versus 8th game, yeah, you'd give Hawthorn and Port a good chance to beat the Eagles in Perth. Because both of them beat the Eagles in Perth this year. Lock your cat in the other room. Yeah, see, I would lock my cat in the other room, but it just cries and cries and cries, so it's not worth it. It just wants attention. You know how cats are just... Because it's my laptop sitting there, so cats just want attention. Oh, Dangerfield beats out Nat Nui. Did he leg him? I think Nick might have legged Danger there. The Cats could ice this game pretty early in the second quarter at this rate. I hate to say it. Is Busher watching the game? Yeah, he probably might later. Yeah, he's more interested in the Boomers, that's for sure. Oh, high fend off. Shuey cops one in the throat. And also a high fend off. Oh no, didn't look like a high fend off. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah. Riley says Eagles need quarter time. Yeah, you're probably not wrong. Just because it's in our back 30 metres. Oh, good tackle, Ryan. Man, Liam Ryan, probably the most improved Eagle this year. He's so much better than he was last year. Geelong looking real good, I hate to say it. God, I hope they beat Richmond next week. I would hate Richmond to make the grand final. Wonder if it's possible for me to sit here and if it's going to be weird. Let me just test the angle on that. No, that should be alright. The mic's in the way, but that's alright. I'll move that. Adelaide Crows are the best says, how did you know Caden wasn't streaming? I didn't know he wasn't streaming, to be honest. I mean, I did like an hour or two ago. But I was always going to stream this game. It'd be great if, like, yeah. Oh, Radaglia kicks the goal. Yeah, I mean, ideal world, like, none of us are doing live streams at the same time, but it's pretty hard to avoid when there's only 2 games this weekend. So, yeah, I guess I got lucky in that sense that Caden's not doing the one this week. Just because, obviously, he'd get a lot of viewers. Why do I hate on Richmond? Oh, yeah, no, look, I don't actually hate them, but it's just... I don't know. I get bored of seeing the same teams win. Sorry, that angle I just realised is real bad. I get bored of seeing the same teams win all the time, and I feel like I'm a bit sick of Richmond winning a flag. And I guess because they're such raging favourites now, then I'd like to see someone else win. Like, I hope Collingwood wins the flag, or even Geelong. I don't really give Brisbane any chance, to be honest with you. Man, Geelong get one more before quarter time and it's just about game over. No, there's only 10 seconds left, so not going to happen. Yeah, it's a better angle. Pretty sure I picked Geelong by 28 during the week. No, I tipped the Eagles, actually. That's looking shit. Nah, I don't know. Like, I guess in during finals, I kind of just back in my boys to some extent. It was definitely a 50-50 game, I thought. Geelong looked real good. How do West Coast come back from this? That's a good question. Well, it feels like they're getting smashed in contested ball. Let's have a look at that. Because Geelong are a good contested side. 41-31. They're just winning everything, to be honest, Geelong. We just need to start winning clean possession, because once we start, controlling the ball and then, using it wide, we can really cut them up with a precise kicking, but they haven't really given us a chance to use our foot skills at all, which has been under so much pressure. And also, I guess even through the midfield, our pressure on their midfielders hasn't been good, because a lot of their inside 50s, they've had overlap, or they're sort of streaming into it open inside 50. What we need to do is have numbers around so that they have to bomb it long, and then McGovern and Barrass are a factor. But at the moment, McGovern and Barrass are not a factor at all. Bad Pleb says, the fucking umps. I haven't actually noticed the umpiring being bad. Is it bad? I didn't think so. Who do you go for? That's the other question. Because if I don't think it's been bad, but maybe Geelong's getting a rough deal. 41 watching now. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Lucas Des, who's your favourite Carlton player? Probably Pat Cripps. I keep getting roasted for saying Pat Cripps when apparently it's Paddy or Patrick Cripps, but Pat Cripps is weird, apparently. I'm going to keep rolling with it. But Patrick Cripps probably. I think that would be about it. Hamish Brayshaw says, is anyone else streaming? No, you must be loyal. No, I'm just kidding. Backyard Charizard and Caden aren't. Might be someone else on YouTube that I'm not aware of doing it, but not sure. Boomers have choked. Oh no, they've lost now, have they? That sucks. Alright, so I'll just run through a few stats. Dylan says his favourite Carlton player is Charles Curnow, or Kerbo. Yeah, I can understand why. He's a pretty exciting young player. Kicked 7 early this year. That was a pretty good game. Gaff has 8 possessions. Now, you could have fooled me with that. I don't remember any of them. I remember a couple. Redden's been a feature, yeah. Who's winning hitouts? Nat Nui 10, Hickey 4. Wow, so we're winning 14 hitouts to 3. And yet, we'd be losing the clearances for sure. No, we're winning the clearances. There you go. But, I mean, I think that goes to show that clearances aren't everything. I think because you can get like a 1 metre sideways handball and it counts as a clearance, and then if you get tackled and concede the inside 50, then it still goes down as your clearance. 33 marks to 18, so that's actually a big thing for the Eagles. I think only 18 marks in this game shows they're not controlling the footy like they need to. I think usually 90 is like there's anything over 90 marks and they win like 99% of the time. So when they're obviously controlling the ball, it goes to show that they're a much better team. England all out for 294. Good stuff. Mohammed says our players are choking hard. Are they choking? Yeah, they're getting beaten. Yeah, I don't know. Too early to say choke. I don't know. I don't know. We'll come back, but I hope so. Badezone says, are you unwell? Yes. Yeah, I suppose that's coming through a lot. I am sick as a dog. So trying my best to get through this live stream, but it's all good fun. 47 watching now. Thanks for jumping on, guys. Riley says, who's going to win? Have some guesses. Oh, definitely Geelong. Marsh got 5 wickets. That's all right. Good for him, eh? I could rant about it, but I reckon the culture around cricket is just disgusting. England cricket fans are a joke, but Australian ones aren't that much better. Remember when they booed Mitch Marsh just because he got picked over Hanscom or whatever it was? And then he said in the media the other day, He said in the media that he feels like Australian fans hate him, which is, it's just a bit shit. That's an indictment on our fan base that players feel like that. Now, I'm not saying, like, as supporters, you have to always blow smoke up their ass and just support them regardless, but you don't want to be, like, bringing players down to that extent. Hope you get better. Thanks, Dylan. I hope so, too. I got work tomorrow, so, yeah. Thanks, Bade Zone. That's kind of you. I hope we make a game of it at the very least. And the cat's back. Here we go. I knew this would happen. She is an attention whore. Alright, second quarter getting underway. The Eagles need a couple of early ones to stay in this. Dangerfield, it feels like he's a big factor already. I don't know statistically, but just made a couple of important clearances. Kind of nullified Nat Nui at a couple of points. Shit inside 50 from Ryan, and Geelong stream easily out of the back half. Oh, mate. There's 3-on-1 there, and we bottled that hard. It's not our night tonight. I can't help but say it. Just looks shite. But look, at the end of the day, we put this pressure under ourselves by finishing 5th. Oh, on the ball. That's rough. Oh, Hawkins. Man. Oh, did you actually see the cat? I didn't notice if she actually came on the screen. Hopefully she just settles down. Finished all my chocolate. That's depressing. Have I? Oh, there's a secret square left. Don't you love that? And Hawkins has nailed that. Man, this is going to be a belting. That's... one more goal and this is absolutely over. And just caps off a pretty shite year. That's harsh. I wouldn't say shite year for the Eagles. It's probably... what would you give them? I'd say a C- for this year. To lose in a semi after finishing 5th. That's pretty shit. But they did win 15 games, which normally gets you top 4. I've been saying for weeks they're not as good as the top 4 ahead of them, so we're seeing that tonight. Sammy says, what chocolate are you eating? Just dairy milk plain, eh? I don't mind a bit of the plain dairy milk. I do like the Black Forest and Rocky Road stuff as well. The Oreo stuff is good, but tonight I just felt like plain old dairy milk. The missionary of dairy milk, you might say, which is a very inappropriate joke. Man, another drop chest mark. What's going on, boys? Oh, Ryan does well, finds Shuey with a great kick. Oh, great kick from Shuey as well. All right, looking a little bit more like the typical Eagles. Petrocelli 50 out. Not a great kick usually, but he has nailed it. Good boy. Well done. That was a great kick from Petrocelli, to be honest. Eagles underachieved, says RJ Dragon. Yeah, I understand that point of view, considering they're going to probably go out in a semi. That is shit. And we haven't had a bad injury run this year. I feel like our fixture was a little bit tough, but nonetheless, we won 15 games. I can't be upset with 15 wins. There was only one less than last year. Just the fact of the matter is we weren't as good as the 4 above us. I don't think the game's quite over yet with that quick comeback goal, but I think it's very close to being over. Crows finished top with 15 wins in 2017. Did they really? I knew you could finish like top 4, maybe top 2 with 15 wins. I didn't know someone finished top with 15 wins. That's incredible. Yeah, so Adelaide finished first and made the grand final with 15. And the Bulldogs won the flag from 7th with 15 wins. So, yeah, on the whole, we were a bit unlucky, I guess, that we didn't make top 4 really, but like I said, it was a fair result. Well done by Blitzarves there on Darling. Wasn't a great kick for him, but yeah. Oh. I'd love to see a non-Victorian final, Lachlan says. Yeah, pretty slim chance of that, I reckon. Top 3 teams are probably Geelong, Richmond, Collingwood, so for none of them to make it, it's not going to happen in my opinion. And to be honest, yeah, I wouldn't back any of Brisbane, West Coast or GWS to be a chance to beat a Victorian team in the grand final this year. Like, West Coast can do it, but they're going to be travelling to the MCG 3 weeks in a row, best case scenario. They are playing better now. Oh, is that a good... No, nearly a good mark by Waterman. We're playing a bit better now, the Eagles. They just need to make the most of it. Who is that under it? Hutchings did well. Good spoil. Geelong has settled. Well done. Chris says, we made it back from a 3-3 start. Yeah, that's true. We did have a tough fixture in that first 6 as well. We dropped a bad loss to Port. Oh, that's chopping the arms. McGovern's free kick. We had that bad loss to Port, but we did beat Collingwood at the G. We were underdogs for. Shepherd has gone deep, but uncontested mark to Stewart. Oh, this is frustrating. Lewis Spragg has joined. Lewis Spragg is the 4th member of the True Footy band. Averaged 2.5 degrees of swing. The average over the rest of the other bowlers all series is 0.7. I don't know if there's been more talk up the top. Oh yeah, no, he is. He's just Louis. You're just coming in here fucking talking about the cricket. No, by all means. God. Come on, Eagles. Playing better now. Just need to put it on the scoreboard, which I've said like 6 times. But that's the difference. You know, Geelong is scoring from their opportunities. Admittedly, they're getting more opportunities. But, yeah. Not good. Geelong inside 50 again through Ablett. Got to take a mark here. Far out. That was nearly an uncontested mark to Menegola. That's a joke. Oh my God, yo. Seriously? Kelly has kicked just about the winning goal, you'd have to say. Oh my God, I hope this review doesn't take too long. That's clearly a goal. Cat Attack says, just chuck the game on how you're handling it. Look, man, it's not great. I'm not too bad. I've been more devastated. I guess I don't really have my hopes up that much. I was hoping we'd put in a better performance, but yeah. At the end of the day, hasn't really been our year. I'm just trying to be relaxed about it. Cat Attack, I do presume you're a Geelong fan as well, so you must be pretty happy. Or you really like cats. Or hate them. Hopefully you don't actually attack cats. How do you say that name? Sixth? I thought it was Scythe, but the Y's first. Natio says he wants Geelong to win. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. We're all from different walks of football here in this chat. Don't expect everyone to be a West Coast fan, that's for sure. Cat Attack. Nah, Crows, mate. Yes, I feel like I've seen your name before. Sorry, I might be blanking. There's so many usernames pop up, whether it be on Big Footy or Discord, but Cat Attack, that rings a bell. Let me know if I'm being dumb and I actually know you from somewhere. He just hates cats. Adelaide Crows are the best. I thought you were making a joke about Ryan Sidebottom and Steele Sidebottom. Does Steele Sidebottom actually have a brother that plays county cricket? I thought you were just joking about Ryan Sidebottom. Please clarify. That's interesting. Natio goes for the Bombers. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, gaff. That's a coach killer, that one. Sums up the night. It's been a shite game for the Eagles. Ablett goes deep. And Hawkins does very well. We don't really match up well on Geelong now I think about it. We never play well against them. Even the last time we beat them at Optus, it was round 3 or 4 last year. It was one of the worst Eagles wins I'd seen, well, from that year. It's terrible. Docker fan, welcome. Well, not welcome, but g'day. You're going for West Coast. Good on you, mate. I appreciate that. It's nice when a Dockers fan can get around the other Perth team. Sad news about Willie Rioli. Yeah, it sucks, but at the end of the day, like, self-inflicted. Yeah. Joyce says, good pressure from the Cats. Yeah, it's a absolutely one-sided game, this one. Class above, that's for sure. Yeah, his brother has played 18 first-class games. Shit, I didn't know that. Interesting. Yeah, we did beat them in 2 grand finals, Mr. Ben. Yeah, so I meant like more recently, like under Simpson and the last few years. I mean, we never win at GMHBA, which is fine. No one does. It's very hard to win down there. And we do play really badly down there. But just generally speaking, I never feel too comfortable against Geelong. But they're always a good team, so that would make a lot of sense. Another unconvincing inside 50 from the Eagles. Danaher to the Swans. Yeah, look, that's quite viable now. I would have said no way, but if he's taking time away from the Dons to consider his future, and I didn't realise he was a Sydney father and son too. Yeah, I just don't remember that being the case. But evidently, his dad played as many games for Sydney as he did for Essendon, just about. So, man, I hope Tim Kelly doesn't get put off by tonight. Still wants to play for the Eagles. Yeah, Roger, you want Danaher to come? Yeah, I'll bet. He's a good player, that's for sure. I kind of question why they need him with Blakey coming up through the ranks. You got McCartan there, and obviously the elephant in the room, Buddy Franklin. Why do you need both of them? I guess they always want a marquee player, Sydney. And Danaher's gettable, clearly. So, yeah, I guess that makes sense, but... Adelaide Crows are the best. Says, why did Willie Rioli use energy drink as urine? Well, I shouldn't speculate because it's an investigation, but I mean, who cares? He's not watching this. I mean, my opinion, and this is purely my opinion, is that he's clearly hiding something. From what I read, they think it's more likely that it was an illicit drugs thing, so he's worried about testing positive for like cocaine or something like that. That's just my guess. I don't think he's taken any performance-enhancing drugs. I think that would be so unlikely. But yeah, I guess we're all going to find out. What pisses me off is that it's going to take a year, they reckon, before we get a result. And I think, if you don't actually have a case yet, or he's not been proven guilty, you can't drag this out for a year and suspend him at the same time. They need to let him play for that year. It's ridiculous. Well, I question why it would take a year to find out anyway. Surely they basically know whether he's guilty or not. Was I surprised Don Pike left Adelaide? Not so much. It seems like a sinking ship at the moment, Adelaide. They do need a bit of a refresh. I'm worried about the extent to which they're going to cut through the team. Like, I think it's a bad idea to just absolutely gut the team. But it sounded like Pike left for his own reasons. I could be wrong on that because I think they're conducting an external review at the moment. So maybe it was recommended they get a new coach. But I I guess I was surprised because I thought, if he was going to get sacked, it would have happened earlier. But yeah, other than that, not a huge surprise Don Pike left. Ronnie the Cat. Yeah, right. Hey, good tackle. Yeah, Menegol's a bit unlucky there. He shrugged off one tackle and then got tackled immediately later. You could... Technically, he did have prior, but I would have said very unlucky because, didn't really have prior. Boomers lost, did they? Far out. That sucks. So, is the other team in the grand final sorted yet? So, it's Spain versus someone, or... Oh, so Boomer's out, Petrocelli out in the full nearly, and Dave Warner's out. I've just got a flood of good news. That sucks. Man. Might have to flick over to the cricket at halftime, boys. What do you reckon? At halftime. I'm not giving up on this yet. It is the last half hour of the Eagles... last half of the Eagles season. So... Warner needs to be dropped. Yeah, the thing is, I just think I can see him just coming back to an Australian summer and just tearing it up. So that's why I probably think he'll probably stay. See, why is Harry Taylor just taking an uncontested mark there? Someone make a contest, bring that to ground. Waterman's just standing there with his hands on his head going, what? What a joke. No, we got a free kick somehow. Was it a block? Oh, yeah. Argentina, France tomorrow. Yeah, right. Who will make the AFL Grand Final? I think it's Richmond and Collingwood for sure. Ryan, that is a good kick. Riley asks, do you think we have a chance of winning the Eagles? I mean, yeah, look, it's a small chance, but my hopes are pretty low at this point. Not really playing that well. But, the margin's not so high that we don't have a chance, that's for sure. It was a great goal by Ryan. If we can bag one or two more going to half-time, then that's actually very achievable. But it just doesn't feel like we're pushing for it. But we'll back the boys in. West Coast suck. Come on. Bit harsh. Not playing well, though. Wait, so Argentina, France tomorrow. What is that? Is that a semi? Yeah, it is a semi. And then the Boomers play the loser, you say, Cat Attack. Is that for third place? Because I presume they can't win the cup now. Yo goes deep inside 50. Darling does well to lose his opponent. Oh, Hutchings! Oh, mate. Far out. Hutchings, that is shit. That is shit. Seriously, when all the momentum's starting to go our way and we're down by 4 goals, you can't shank it from 35 out of the full. The tide's starting to turn a little bit the Eagles' way, but they just need to put it on the scoreboard. What mature age waffle players will get drafted? That's a great question. I need to start researching the draft. The longer the Eagles are relevant in the season, the later I get into the draft. I will get into it. I haven't followed too much state footy yet. I think I'll probably retrospectively start doing research. Partington's an interesting one. For me, I don't think he's an AFL talent, but he was fantastic. I feel like he's going to be one of those players that fits into the mould of too good for state league footy, but just not quite AFL standard. And there's a lot of players that fall into that bracket. Ooh, Waterman drops the knee. I like it. Tactical high tackle. How do I feel about Rioli not playing for 4 years? I'm gutted. He'll be such a lost talent. Chances of him coming back and having an AFL career are pretty slim. He'll probably come back in 4 years, fat as a beach ball, and win a flag for Richmond. I think he's definitely played his last game for the Eagles. But yeah, that's tragic. He's one of my favourite players, and stupidly talented. Not as good as Cyril, probably, but I think not that far off. He's in the same sort of... Like, you can tell they're related. Oh, darling. Would have been a good one to bring down. Did you think that Burgoyne would stay at Hawthorn? No, I thought for sure that he would go to Gold Coast, Riley. Just because Hawthorn have a history of being like, yeah, you've had your time here. Obviously, Mitchell and Lewis leaving. I think Roughhead, they sort of obviously were happy to let go. Obviously, he chose to retire. And, you know, at Gold Coast, I think they were offering him 3 years versus 1 and, you know, probably more money. So, yeah, I was a bit surprised, but I respect his desire to sort of preserve the legacy and finish up at not the one club, but the club he's been such a champion at for years. All right, the Eagles really need at least one before halftime. This is getting ridiculous. Going inside 50 again. This needs to be a good inside 50. Darling takes a mark. And a miss here would be devastating, not going to lie. Elite Ethan says, the umpires are so biased for West Coast. I don't know. I haven't noticed it, which means we're probably getting a fair run. As in, like, I think, yeah. If I haven't noticed it might mean the umpires are, maybe not favouring, but giving us a good deal. Darling has kicked a goal. Shit, that was needed. Joyce is tipping the Eagles comeback. Joycey, you are so, like, pro-optimistic Eagles, for a Dockers fan. I love it. It gives me strength. But, not convinced yet. A goal either way right before halftime will be seriously important, because if we can see the next, it's be quite demoralising. Yes, I am sick, Spaniard, Jason. Very sick. Sorry, it must be a bit annoying, the sniffing, but trying my best to stick through this live stream. 13 free kicks to 6 Eagles way. Interesting. Didn't notice that. Like I said, if you don't notice the free kicks, you must be getting a decent run. If West Coast lose, do you think the next time you play Tim Kelly will be an Eagle? I'd be very surprised if Tim Kelly is placing his decision on whether the Eagles beat Geelong here, to be honest. Good tackle, Shuey. He's lifted. Well, I mean, the team's lifted. That was a good inspirational tackle. Unfortunately, Geelong's probably still going to get the inside 50. Radaglia is a talent, that's for sure. How old is Radaglia? He's pretty young, eh? Like 21? Oh, Shep has fought hard there. Oh, there's a swarm of cats. Yes! Shit handball by Myers means the Eagles get... Oh, Shuey with the shank uncontested. That is brutal. My boy, what are you doing? Slack defense from Barras. Maybe that's harsh. He was just the player I saw. Liam Ryan involved in every Eagles goal. Yeah, right. Didn't realise that. Doesn't surprise me, though. He's so good. Panguli reckons the Eagles deserve it more than Geelong. I don't know about that. Geelong have had a pretty good year. Very star-studded team and clearly better than the Eagles so far this game. The Eagles definitely lifted. This game's gone up a level. But Geelong are absolutely up to... Oh my God, yo. He left it for Hearn, but Hearn nearly left it for him. Riley says Sava is 21. Really good potential player. I don't know if he'd ever be like your number one forward, but he'd be a very good forward nonetheless if he can be like a part of a partnership with another key forward. Eagles free kick with 4 minutes to go. Just going to tilt that back. It's getting serious now, boys. Jeddah is the player you want with the ball in hand, but uncharacteristically, it's a poor kick inside 50. Oh, man, this is tense. Lewis says, it's going to suck not being able to see my willy for another year. Yeah, chastity belts, man. Questionable choice from you, but I respect it. 3 minutes 20 here. The Eagles need to quell this. Can you tell I'm biased to Eagles? Man, I don't know if they're bad free kicks or not. I actually can't tell. But the Eagles are getting a lot of free kicks. That on McGovern didn't look like a free kick, so the Eagles definitely lucky there. Well done, darling. Oh, that's a bit shit. Vortex, am I nervous? I'm actually not. Wow, that 9 out of the last 10 free kicks, yeah. That is telling. It doesn't mean that they're not there. I mean, that McGovern one, yes. But free kick counts don't have to be even. But I haven't really paid attention enough to be able to tell you exactly how good the umpiring's been. Oh, Hickey. Oh, Kennedy. Oh, it's marking the goal square. This is a bit tense, actually. Do you think there's a better defensive duo than Hearn and McGovern? Yeah, maybe not right now. You feel like Rance and Grimes are a pretty good duo, but this year, Hearn and McGovern be very close. I wonder what the attendance is. Yeah, Spaniard says it doesn't look that very full. You think as a neutral, I don't know how expensive the tickets are there, but you think as a neutral you'd get along to see this game? Oh, man. That was average. Liam Ryan is beast. Oh, Yo with the handball. Great release. Come on, Eagles. Settle. Kick a goal, and I'll be happy. And then win the game. Kennedy drops a mark he should have taken, in my opinion. That was a great tackle, though. Maston, don't shank it. Maston's kicked a goal. Come on, Eagles. Well done. Moore and Howe is a good suggestion by Anthony. Oh. Chris Maston is a superstar. I just roasted him earlier for that piss poor getting caught on the ball. 40 metres out with no one on him. Go on, Eagles. Now, this would be a good time for half-time, so don't concede. Riley's on the Eagles train tonight. Yeah, good on you, mate. Yeah, well, I guess with the Geelong rivalry, you're not going to go for Geelong too often. Scoreboard says 45-22, does it actually? Yeah, it does. What the hell? Sorry, it's been playing up all night. I don't know how to fix it because it's just streaming off. Sorry, it's just feeding from a website. And I don't really know how to change it. Oh, Nat Nui again. I don't know how to change it to fix it without just... Hey, Ryan, high tackle. Shit, the Eagles could go into halftime 5 points down here. That is significant. Definite high tackle there. There was no plan for that, that's for sure. Go Ryan. This would make it 5 points, and I feel like... do we deserve to be 5 points down? Maybe. We have kind of dominated in the second bit. Oh, that is a shit kick. That is a shit kick. All right, we'll have to just cop a 10-point lead deficit. Give Liam Ryan $1 million a year. Yeah. No, I don't think he'll ever be $1 million a year player. But tell you what, if he doesn't improve and he just stays like this the rest of his peak, I'd be very happy with that. That's how good he is. I would have said the same about Rioli too. So devastating that we've probably seen his last game in blue and gold. Oh, good time for the siren for the Eagles. That would have been a really important goal. But I would have taken 10 points at halftime every day of the week. All right, what's happening here with Selwood? Is he getting stuck into the umpiring? I don't know about that. Don't really rate that. Who would you put higher, Ryan or Riley? I think Rioli's the more talented and the more devastating, but I'd say Ryan's caught him up a lot this year. Rioli probably hasn't had as consistent a year as Ryan. If you ask me to keep one player, if you ask me to choose one player, I'd say I would take Rioli, ban aside. Ryan's a couple of years younger, I think. Yeah, I'd say Rioli edges him, but Ryan has caught up that gap so much. That's for sure. Oh, boys. All right, we got a game on our hands. Can't hear the commentary, but is Selwood winning? 1 for 14 in the cricket. I might flip it over. Who is your favourite obscure Eagles player of all time? Let me just go blow my nose and I'll think about that answer. 1 second. Man, I am Liam dying right now. Am I right? Murray Newman was probably my one that I like, if you even know who that is. I thought he was going to be an absolute gun. Sort of, not quite on the Rioli talent level, but similar sort of player. And then he punched a guy in the face, got sentenced to a year in jail, and then came back and played well and then got delisted, which was a bit brutal, but I think he had some attitude problems. But yeah, he was probably my favourite player not to have a good career at the Eagles. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to flick over the cricket because I, frankly, haven't watched enough cricket this Ashes series. And before long, it's going to be gone. So let's chuck it on. So your best player is Cousins Coke reference. What? I do love Ben Cousins, that's for sure. He probably is in the top 3 or 4 Eagles of all time. Murray Newman, wow, good call. Yeah, cheers. I wasn't sure if you'd know who that was just because, like you said, it's an obscure Eagle. This Marnus Lasagna guy, can't believe how good he's been. It was one of those ones who, when he got picked in the summer, I was like, bro, he averages like 25 in first class. No, it was like 31 or something like that. And I thought it was a bit of a stupid pick. But evidently, he is quite suited. Maybe he's quite suited to the swinging ball. I don't know. Good technique. Technically proficient, apparently. So, I don't know. He's played really well. Good on him. Wayne Carey or Matthew Lloyd? I'd say Wayne Carey. Wayne Carey or Buddy Franklin is a good one, I reckon. Because I must say, I didn't watch enough of Carey to have a really informed opinion. I couldn't really compare him and Buddy, but I actually think Buddy probably goes down as maybe top 2 or 3 players I've ever seen. And the other 2 are Judd and Ablett. How's the cricket going? Cat attack. It is 1 for 14 Australia and 294 England made. So it's fairly evenly poised. I feel like 294 is a pretty good score in this series. I don't know if you're big in the Pies sense, but what do you think of Rupert Wills? Honestly, I haven't seen a lot of him, man, but I've heard good things. Didn't he break the first player to a 100 tackles record? Like least games for 100 tackles or something silly like that. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to give you a real good opinion on that. But the fact that he's got a spot in the team that's playing the prelim, at the very least, probably playing the grand final, Show's got a bit about him. How old is he? How old is Rupert Wills? Seniors, reserves, and cut Shuey, Gaff, and Yo. No, don't cut Shuey, Gaff, and Yo. You're going all right. Not really. Dylan asked, do you like PewDiePie? Interesting. I was thinking about this today. I started watching PewDiePie's 100 million sub unpacking or whatever it was. He seems cool. I'd be lying if I said I watched that much. No, I do watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of like True Geordie, Joe Weller, Joe Rogan, and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I actually just haven't watched much PewDiePie to give a really long-winded answer to that. Has Buddy been a better player at Hawthorn or Sydney? Probably Hawthorn. Well, I'd put it this way. I don't think he's ever... Oh, someone's out. Far out. I don't think he's ever been as good as he was in 2008 when he kicked 100 goals. And he's been a bit injured at Sydney, I guess. But he's still such a big player. Such a huge game player. He's a fantastic player. So I'd say Hawthorn. Too young to have watched the Judd of the Eagles. Man, he was so good. He was like... He was just so dominant. I don't think we've seen a player as dominant since. The only player for me that comes close is Danger. Wait, is that accurate? No. So like Fife and Dusty equally dominate games as Danger does. But I guess in the sense of the way he can win a clearance and run to 50 and kick a goal, that's Judd-like, which I think Danger has over the other two. I guess you really need to watch highlights of Judd, just because he was such an athletic beast of a midfielder and he was like the first of that type. You see a bit more of that now in the modern game, but Judd would just tear people apart. Probably didn't really give a good description of him there. Didn't really do him justice, but I'm sick as fuck. So I'm trying my best. Rupert Wills is 26. Yeah, right. Okay, he's a bit older than I thought. Why didn't Brad Dalziel make it for the Eagles? Slow and couldn't kick. That was pretty much it. I think he sort of came in as a bit of a dying breed of that run-all-day wingman who butchered the ball. And I think around that time, the game sort of started moving towards a more focus on quality ball use. So, yeah, I thought his time was short-lived. True Geordie podcast is amazing, Panguli. You're right. I agree. Oh, Lucas. Okay, so he says, start in seniors, put in reserves, or cut each player. Oh, God. Shuey Gaffio. God. Well, I'd say Gaff is the weakest of the three, but I do love Gaff. So I'd probably cut Gaff as much as that hurts me. Maybe. I'd say probably Yo's number one. I mean, he's probably going to go back to back to back best and fairest. I think Shuey's the best to watch. That's a tough one. It's actually pretty razor thin between all three of them, I think. But I'd probably say Yo would be the start in the seniors. Do I think the Eagles will win after that quarter? Nah, I'm still going to tip Geelong, but I feel pretty good. Look, I'm pretty relaxed. I'm not like not writing the Eagles off by any means, but if I'm trying to be unbiased, I'd say I probably still think Geelong's going to win. The Eagles dominated so much of that quarter and just didn't put enough on the scoreboard, in my opinion. So the game is back on, is it? Thank you for letting me know. I presume it's just the talk. Oh, wait, do you just mean the game is back on and that the Eagles came back? That's probably what you meant. That's all right. I was at the Gabba when Judd kicked 5.5. Yeah, dude. I remember that game so well. The Eagles Brisbane were the best team in the competition, and then this 20-year-old Judd kid just bangs 5 from, like, genuinely the midfield. Like, it wasn't like he rested up forward. He just literally just ran from the centre and kicked goals. What are the Cats doing right at the moment? Charlie asks. That's a good question. Let's break down the stats, because I would have said the winning contested ball. And their pressure has been really good. So let's look at contested possessions and tackles. So they've got more of the ball. The Eagles have just overtaken them for inside 50s, which is very interesting. But their disposal efficiency is worse, and their disposal efficiency is worse. Where are the tackles? Marks inside 50, 5-2. So so I feel like Geelong's inside 50s have been. There's been more examples where they'd sort of run into they'd have overlap, they'd have an extra player running into the 50 so they could really hit up a target, whereas the Eagles have kind of gone a couple of times. It's been a long to a pack scenario, and Kennedy or Darling have failed to bring it down. So I'd say that's a big plus for Geelong. But the ruck domination is really helping the Eagles. They're winning the clearances, which is not something they normally do. Where the hell is contested ball? I've been scrolling for this. Yeah, okay, 78-72. So I feel like the Eagles came back hard in that regard in that quarter. I'm going to have to blow my nose again, man. This sucks. All right. Cardman has just joined. Welcome, Cardman. Good to have you. Darling, 2 goals. I swear he's the worst ground ball player I've ever seen. Yeah. I can understand your thoughts. He has got a bit of a wooden back. I remember there was talk about Darling playing in the midfield, which would have been shit. Just as soon as the ball hits the deck, he pretty much is good for standing over it and absorbing a tackle. That's about it. Welcome, Daniel, to the stream. Oh my god. Guys, I'm dying. Oh, sorry, it's a bit gross. I'm just going to flick back to the cricket. Oh, Tom Brown's talking about Rioli. Can anyone tell me what he says about Rioli? Because I've got it muted because it's just going to bloody just echo through the mic. So if he says anything interesting, please let me know. I'll switch back to the cricket for the last little bit of halftime. The score updated. Yay. Sorry, Louis, do you have access to this game at all? Like, Louis, I know you're in Scotland at the moment. Hey, I presume you can't watch it. Man, if I'm the best you got, sorry. I'll try and give you more analysis. Darling had the best super coach game of all time in the under-18s. Man, Adelaide Crows are the best at hitting us with that football knowledge. Do you know what he got? What were the circumstances? I know he was 100 kilos at 16 years old, which is ridiculous, Jack Darling. There's talk about him going number 1 in that draft. Louis watching the game. Ooh, is that out? No. Louis is watching the game. Good on you, man. Thanks for tuning in. The Pedra Tank has said he put Gatorade in the drug test. Yeah, I saw that reported a little bit today. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate that. $39 watching now. Cheers, guys. It's enjoyable. Archer 2 for 4. Man, we haven't... I was playing Ashes cricket today. I love Ashes cricket. Tell you what, if I could be honest, I would love to be able to work out how to do a bloody gaming videos like Twisty3 does. Because I feel like I could do some sick Ashes cricket careers on my other channel. But I could not work out how to play Jofra Archer on the game as well. I think he got 2 fifers in a row against me. I'm playing a whole Ashes series at the moment. It's 2-all. In the 5th test, I think I'm 9 for 180 first innings, so that's pretty fun. Do I think that Eddie has paid the umpires? I can't imagine why he would have. I mean, sorry. No, I don't think so. But I'm just trying to get, why do you think he would want the Eagles to win this? I need an El Gato to record footage. Man, it shows my knowledge. I don't know what that means. That sounds like... It sounds like a Colombian ice cream franchise. I think Tim Kelly will be the Eagles unless the Cats win the flag. Honestly, I think the Cats winning the flag, he would still leave. If he's leaving for family, from my understanding, well, my guess is that it's his missus kind of pulling the strings to go home, which is fair enough. I don't know their situation. So if he wins the flag, I don't think that's going to change, personally. Pedro Tank says Eddie hates West Coast. Yeah, I believe that. But the Eagles are getting a lot of free kicks at the moment, so it doesn't really make sense that he would have paid them. Greg says, I love you, True Footy. Oh, thanks, Greg. We love you too, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, it's 2:14 in the cricket. I've got that on currently at the moment. Stevie Smith needs a ton. Like, in 2001, when we last won an English Ashes series, I wasn't watching cricket then. I lived in Thailand. So I really hope we can actually pull off a series win here. It won't be good enough for me if we would be 2-2. I feel like that would be a good result for England, considering we've dominated this series. Man, this Ben Stokes innings sucked. No, I mean, unbelievable innings. Not taking anything away from him, but yeah, I just mean it burns. Kate Sarawasthi. Sorry, mate, I butchered that pronunciation, but you said it's the best channel. I appreciate that. You're a legend. Sorry if I said that wrong. I gave it a crack. I could have ignored it. Lucas says, do I follow basketball? No, Busher is our resident basketball fiend. I don't really, but I did hear the Boomers lost, unfortunately. That sucks. Favourite AFL theme song apart from West Coast, Dylan, is Sydney. Cheer, cheer the red and the white. I think that is an absolute tune. Hate Tigerland. So I played footy for two different teams like in the last 5 years, and they both had the song Tigerland. I still hate the song. Sorry, Richmond fans. I do bag them out a little bit. Some solid defence there from Marcus Labazania. Louis likes Carlton's theme song. You know what? Didn't they? I felt like they got outed for that. Not outed, but I saw a video where Carlton they were finding the origins for every team song. And it was interesting. Even Frio's had some sort of like Russian origin, but apparently like Carlton's was some. I think it was some stage show where they did blackface and stuff like that. So it was like quite racist. So it's kind of weird how that's their history, the history of their song. I don't know. I should try and find the video, but yeah, it's basically they do the origin of each team song. I can't remember what the Eagles was actually. Greg reckons I'll easily get 10 million. Gee, mate, that would be amazing considering. I mean, the AFL channel only has 165k, but I love your optimism. I appreciate it. I'd be happy with just like I'm pretty motivated with the channel. I'd be happy with like 100k. Like that would be my crazy big dream. But yeah, still a long, long way off that. Only 5.5% of the way through to there. Footy's back on. Thanks for letting me know, fellas and ladies. Good on ya. I've switched it back now. Sports News King says, Brad Hill chose St Kilda. Yeah, that seems like it was in the offing for a little while now. Good potential for Fremantle to get a good deal there. They got pick 5. They got potentially Blake Acres. But surprisingly, they've chucked on... well, it was rumoured that Connor Blakely might be on the trade table, which caused Busher, whose favourite player is Blakely, to threaten to stop following the Dockers. Which is crazy. Oh, thanks, Panguli. I appreciate that, man. I love the channel. Hope to get even better. I still watch my stuff and I think, I could get a lot better. So I'm pretty motivated to do even better in the future. So I appreciate the kind words. All right. Another sort of clearance from the Eagles, but it's Geelong that is going forward. Selwood takes a mark about 70 out and... Oh, I thought it was going to be an intercept. It was. Anthony, you don't like the... Oh, far out. What a great effort by Radaglia. Didn't pay the mark. Or are they? Well, that was a borderline mark, but it was a great effort. I'll need to watch the replay on that, but... Let's have a look. Oh, I don't know. I don't reckon he marked that. Come on. Great effort, though. Yeah, so, Anthony, you don't reckon no meat on the cleats is good? I like it. The thing is, it's hard to do a podcast where things to talk about aren't given to you. Like, with True Footy, at least we can talk about, like, what's going on in football, and it's a bit easier. We don't have to make up stuff to talk about. But, yeah, I like it. They've come a long way by both Caden and Cookson, even in the last year. Like, well, obviously, Caden's been grinding for, like, years. But I feel like since I've been paying attention the last year, they're both just gotten so much better. They were already good to begin with, but they're just like really professional now. Thanks, Sports News King, rather. Appreciate the kind words. Lewis says, but apparently by the time they adopted the melody, it had shed most of the racist lyrics. And it was just a love song. With just one very racist verse at the end. That's funny. I love how you knew the answer as well. Fair play. Panguli says, what type of content do you think you'll do after the season over? Great question. So, I love trade period. All of us at True Footy do. So, I'm going to try and ramp up that stuff and the draft. I feel like there's a real lack of... there's a lack of a resource for more casual fans to get into the draft. Now, I know the AFL website's making it a bit easier. Callum Toomey's, done a lot of work in that regard. But I would like to just be a YouTube resource where... Oh, good mark, darling. Come on, Eagles. He's kicked a goal. Yes, come on. Well done. I would like to be able to do draft content that's just like easily consumable for people and they can get a good understanding of what's happening. The last couple of years, I think we've gone real nerdy on the draft. Haven't quite got the format right. We've done long podcasts on them and stuff. And I don't think we got that quite right. So yeah, I just hope to do that better this year. But yeah, so the draft goes up till like November, late November. And then in December, I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I've got another channel, Jesse Thomas, so go check it out if you have time. It's just called Jesse Thomas. And I might do some work over that in that time frame, or I've done cricket content as well. My second and third biggest videos are cricket videos, which is funny. It makes sense, much bigger market. But just a bit funny. All right, Eagles streaming out of the centre here again through Gaff. This is looking much better. Got a bit of confidence now. It's been a good showing by the boys. I'm fairly proud, no matter what happens, as Gaff kicked a goal. Yes, he has. Well done. Love you, Eagles. As I started to say, I'm fairly proud of the Eagles. At the risk of going on a tangent, like they won us a flag last year. I don't want to be that guy who says, the fans deserve more. We're pretty spoiled. But anyway. Luke, your cousin is Cal Toomey. Awesome. Mate, tell him about True Footy. It would be cool to get him on for like a Skype interview or something like that. Is he really your cousin? That's cool. I like his work. He does good stuff. Riley says, "Do I know AFL Access?" Yeah, I know. I know Ryan and Justin casually through YouTube, not personally. They're from Mandurah, which is about an hour from here. So yeah, I chat to them a bit. I watch their stuff. I like their live stream. They do good stuff. Dylan says, "My other channel is as good as this channel." Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks for spruiking that for me. I appreciate that. I need to do more stuff on it. It's just that with the finals on at the moment, I'm going real true footy focus at the moment. Oh. Man, this game it's a pretty good game, I have to say. Is that another Eagles free kick? We are getting a lot. We really are. Not complaining by any stretch. The only thing I'm complaining about is my cat, who really, really wants to be part of the podcast, the live stream, guys. Come on, Eagles. Oh, it's not 50 from Dow House, but been a real dick about it. Lucas says, "Sure, we'll get the word out about you, mate." Thank you, legend. Appreciate it. Dylan says, "If I went for Carlton, I would be the best YouTuber." Oh man, the Eagles lining up to put themselves in front. This is amazing. I'm so distracted by the chat. I'm having fun talking to you guys, and I'm kind of missing my team playing really well. 62 minutes 45, Geelong have led. This is amazing. Now, Gaff has absolutely no certainty to kick this. But yeah. Sammy G says he watched my vlog, Freo Essendon at halftime. Ah, cheers, mate. That was a fun experience. Gaff has kicked a goal. Yes, Eagles in front. Come on, boys. Good on ya. What a comeback. Louis says they're really tight on in the back. That sounds gross, Louis. I don't know what you're talking about. Tight on in the back in the free kicks. Yes, they are. Come on, Eagles. Just to put this out there, Joycey just said in the group chat, if Steve Smith gets another ton, I'll eat my own underpants on a live stream. So let's hold him to that. Mr. Ben says, "You must be stoked that the MCG has no fears." Man, that is a seriously important aspect of our flag. We wouldn't have won the flag last year if we didn't work out how to play the G. Totally agree. It is such a huge thing for our club that... I put it down to, I guess, because we play at a ground that's more similar in dimensions. Well played by Myers, gets it behind, and now we're 1 point. Oh, Redden, don't be a dick. Redden, I was worried about giving a free kick away there. Smith averages 144 at this ground. Wow, that's crazy. So just checking the cricket score real cheeky. Someone said they're 4 down now, are they? 2 down. Someone's being funny. Well, Eagles got the ball again. Oh, man, a goal, you dumb person. That was definitely a mark. Oh, that's 50. Yes! Come on, Hickster. Hamish, now do I think we'll win it? I mean, bloody hell, we're a good chance. I believe that football swings in momentum, so we need to score while we're playing well. Because Geelong will come back. They'll come hard at some point. But, Chris says, "My name is Chris with a CH on the Discord, but I'm going to change it so it's not hard to remember." Are you the Eagles Chris on Discord? Because I had no idea that was you if that was the case. Yes, Hickey puts it through. Come on, Eagles. Sports News says, "If this was the Cattery, you would be screwed." I totally agree with you there. Geelong is so hard to beat. That is probably the toughest. They used to say it about the Eagles and Subiaco Oval was the toughest trip in football, but now I think it's Geelong at GMHBA. Sports News then says, "Do you think this game should be played at GMHBA?" Yes, but once they made Collingwood play at the G, then you can't make the Eagles play at the GMHBA. That would have been ridiculous. Having said that, I support Geelong's desire to play at their bloody home ground. Yeah, 100%. Oh my God. Man, I'm sick as fuck. Oh, now Geelong has taken a good mark through Dowhouse, who'll line up to pinch one back. Chris says, yeah, I'm the Eagles, Chris. I changed it on Discord for hiding my privacy. Yeah, fair play, mate. Okay. Sorry if I just outed you. Yeah, thanks for joining in. All right, so Dowhouse is lining up to make it a 1-point ball game. This game is far from over either way, like, as in, Geelong's going to come back hard and the Eagles are going to have to... My girlfriend just said she just tuned in to see me blowing my nose. Yeah, sorry. I'm sick as hell. Dowhouse has kicked a goal by the looks. No, he's missed. Thank God. Where was I? What was I talking about? Where am I? Geelong's going to come back hard and the Eagles need to respond when that happens. Is what I was getting at. So this game has a lot of drama ahead, I think. Oh, Louis Jetta has turned it over again. He's played poorly tonight, other than a couple of good kicks. It's the execution of the kick has been good, but the decision has been poor. So a couple of times he hasn't seen that there's clearly a Geelong player there. Boy, oh boy, where am I? Okay, so did somebody ask? Riley says that you here have a Discord. Yeah, man, I think it's in the description for this video. Yeah, it is. There's a link in the description. I think every video I just leave a description for my Discord, so by all means join. Cat Attack has just joined as well. Sweet. All right, so 59 all at the moment through that Selwood goal. Sports News King says the crowd would be 90,000 against Collingwood, but that wouldn't happen with the West Coast. Yes, correct, but I don't think you can hold different standards against Collingwood. So then Collingwood's playing at their home ground, but West Coast have to play at GMHBA. I think that would be unfair. But honestly, I think Collingwood should have played at GMHBA to begin with. It has to be one uniform decision. I have to blow my nose again. Julian says, am I sick? Yes, so sick. All right. Another clearance for the Eagles. They have done well in that regard. Cheeky kick by Gaff, marked by Maston. Oh. Jetta got to make this kick count. He's usually so good. And it is another good kick to Waterman, who nearly messes it up. He's composed, though, and he's hit up Kennedy. Well played, Waterman. Great kick. Got 39 joining in on 40 now on the live stream, guys. So thank you for joining in. It's always good fun. Having fun tonight. Great kick, Waterman. Kennedy's got to kick this, though. Yes, he has. Come on, Eagles. Good game of footy. No doubt. So that's 600 goals for Kennedy. I got it muted, so I can't tell. Good man. Yeah, Kennedy will go down as one of the best key forwards of his generation. For years, I said that Buddy and Kennedy were the best two in the game, with Buddy definitely better. But I do think probably Rewalt's at least Kennedy's equal, maybe even better now. He's a year younger. Kennedy's so good, though. In summer, you could react to a classic game like the 05 Grand Final. That's a great call, actually. That's a great call, Adelaide Crows. You're a smart man. Providing the goods on the live stream again. Clearance from Natanui, kind of. No, that won't count as a clearance because it was a turnover. Jed Buse. with a hat kick. Jetta got to be clean. Man, this is a hot footy. Oh, it's tense. You're a clown. Rioli did drugs. Did he? Man, that is... thank God I have you to provide the breaking news of the football world, because I had no idea. I'll try and get Cal to join the Discord. Yeah, sure. Nah, maybe not the Discord. But, man, not even joking, it would be so cool to actually just do like a Skype podcast with Cal Toomey. That would be a big fish for the channel. I'm not going to lie. Do you have much to do with him as he's your cousin? Because like sometimes you can have a lot to do with your cousin, sometimes not. Just out of curiosity, I'm not actually trying to grease you. Oh, high tackle maybe. Oh, yeah. What is the Geelong player going nuts for there? You looked angry. Do I get ad revenue? I sure do, yes. So if you see an ad on the video, yeah, I do get ad revenue after 1,000 subscribers. Gee, McGov, I might be just like not paying attention properly, but I feel like McGovern hasn't really had any impact today. Yeah, so I do get ad revenue, not very much. I get like from YouTube, I get like $100 a month. So I'm trying to turn it into a career for sure, but long way to go yet. Riley says, do I wish this is the last quarter? I don't know. Good question. I feel like we'll run out of steam eventually. Man, yeah, still plenty of football to play. Do I think West Coast will win? Gut still says Geelong, to be honest. Because I feel like they're going to have their momentum swing, and it's probably going to be quite even when Geelong have their momentum swing, if that makes sense. So, yeah, has he kicked that? He's missed, has he? Yes. The West Australian doing right by the WA side. You meet quite a bit, but with all his priorities, it's getting a bit hard. Yeah, fair enough, man. Yeah, I'm sure he's a busy man. I like his work. Oh, yeah. Excuse me, Jetta's kick was a bit shanky there. Man, Blitzarf's is a beast, so hard to bring down. Oh, unlucky with the bounce there. We'll take that. Please don't call that deliberate, umpire. They probably will. They fucking did too. I honestly don't think that was deliberate. I think he was just trying to get some territory. But that's the way it's paid now. Have some faith in your team. Yeah, no, I do have some faith. I definitely have some faith. We can definitely win this. But I don't know. I just still get a bit of a Geelong vibe here. Mind you, Geelong are pressing now and they're not scoring goals, which is positive. Louis says it's a harsh, deliberate call. I agree. Hey, I've never banned anyone from a live stream here, but if you're going to injury cheer, I might have to ditch you if you keep going, mate. Victory Studio says, Willie the Druge. What's a Druge? Anthony says it's called something different now, intent to keep it in. Really? I haven't noticed that. I'm not surprised. They definitely enforce it like that. It's a bit stupid. Oh, great play there. Was that Guthrie? Yeah. Gazza lining up to put the Cats in front. They're playing well. In the last 5 anyway. Gaza from 45 metres out, 45 degree angle rather. He's a good kick, but he hasn't quite nailed it, so that's positive for the Eagles. Oh, far out. I'm struggling, man. I got to work tomorrow. Alright, it's got to be a good kick from Jeddah out of the back line. Again, just a poor choice, I thought, from Jeddah. Just with Dangerfield looming there, that was a bad choice. He's going to line up for goal. I feel like I'm going to say Jeddah's had a shit night tonight. Not impressed. Normally such a good player, though. Dangerfield only 9 disposals. I haven't really been paying attention. When I did this live stream, it's very hard to actually be switched on to what is happening, but I presume someone's got a defensive job on him if he's only got 9 disposals. And that is a behind. So we'll take that every day of the week. Eagles retain the lead. Whew. Jeddah, got to redeem yourself there, mate. Good penetrating kick. Don't concede a mark, Eagles, please. Shuey strong in the tackle again. That's one thing Shuey's really good at. Oh, Hickey did the same thing. Shuey's pretty good at not getting wrapped up. He always gets arms free. Chris says you rate Jeddah trying to make something. Yeah, I know. He's normally so good at it, but it's just a couple, maybe 3 turnovers this game. It's been a bit frustrating. But then he did set up that Waterman goal. Oh, sorry, Waterman to Kennedy goal. To his credit. Oh, great mark. Is that O'Connor? Great pack mark. Barras used as a... Oh, it's a free kick to the Eagles. Man, Tom Barras has just not been relevant in this game. It's interesting. I don't know. Like, if you're not an Eagles fan, you probably didn't see... you probably didn't see Barras's podcast admission the other day, but he said on a player's podcast that like he's been struggling for motivation since the Eagles won the flag, and fuck, it shows, man. Oh yes, Nat Nui. Ah, darling, that is not 15, you dog. Oh, that is a stitch up. That went about 8 meters. Ah, that's gonna be... Oh man, that was a bad umpiring decision, but seems like we're getting a good run on the green with that, so I'm not going to complain too much. Oh, Barras. Oh, Cripps with the spoil. Well done. Far out. This is tense finals footy, guys. I've got it muted, so I not really getting a feel for the atmosphere, but I might try and get a sense of it. Oh, Eagles on the rebound here through Hutch. Oh, this is tense. I'm starting to get a little nervous. Lucas Riley asked, when would I prefer to do a podcast with Cal? Man, dude, I guess any time, really. Do you mean time of the year? Potentially pre-draft, but the thing is, I know the draft is his grand final, so I'd imagine this is where he gets real busy. But fairly flexible. I do work 9 to 5, so yeah, not sure. I'm not sure how realistic it is I'm going to get him though. Oh, Mark Shepherd. Shepherd goes deep into the 50. It's a poor kick, mate. Come on. Oh, Brass's sore ankle. Oh, he's in strife. Come on, Eagles. Let's get a late goal on halftime. Oh, what a kick by fucking Elliot Yeo. Sorry about the swearing. Been told off for that before. Ouch. Hearn's been on the bench for 14 minutes. That is not good. If we're down 2 rotations in the last quarter, that is going to hurt. because this is a tense game. Ooh, Schofield probably should have gone the ball there. This game is tightened up, and I feel like that plays into Geelong's hands. Guthrie, I feel like, is playing real well. Maybe BOG? Oh, Sheed has kept that in. Just. Lucas says Toomey's a good bloke. Yeah, not surprised. Cheers, man. Appreciate your help. Oh, Gav's 2 goals. Sick. Yeah, it would be good to get a draft expert on a thing. We haven't actually had a proper guest yet, which is kind of my laziness. But yeah, I'd be very, very grateful if we somehow got Toomey on the show. So I would appreciate your help. That's awesome. What do you think about the 3 top 30 picks for Kelly? So the Eagles have 14, 22, and 32. I don't think they're going to give up all 3 of those. Or they're going to try, if they do, they'll try and get a late pick back, and I think they'll trade their way back into this draft. Maybe using next year's first, I don't know. I thought we'd try and get Bolton as well, but obviously he re-signed with Richmond. Hey, Kennedy takes a mark in the pocket. Oh, no, it's a turnover. Free kick. Shit. So who's the free kick against? Was it Kennedy? Yeah, fair enough. I was going to say, I don't think Darling did anything. Say bruh if you read this, please. Bruh. Oh, Petrocelli, that was poor. It's one thing to not get the contest, that's fine, but he let them get the clear handball out to the guy running past. That was really bad awareness. Well done, Shepard. Tight game, whose hands would this play into? I'm thinking Geelong. I feel like they're just a more contested side. The Eagles are better when they when it's sort of an open style game. I mean, we won the grand final playing this style of game, so we have this in us. But and I think we're not going too bad in contested possessions. I just feel like Geelong just look real dangerous. But then again, it's emotion into it as well. It's a long free kick. People asking me to show the stream. I can't. It's for copyright reasons, yeah. Oh, it's not high. 2 minutes 30 remaining. Yeah, I'm sure the stream is a little bit delayed. But 2 minutes 30 remaining now. Deep in Geelong's forward 50. Oh, Hickey with the risky tap, but great tackle there by McGovern. So let's look at this AFL app. I'm going to see who's on the bench and how long for. So Barras says injured, so he's on the bench, obviously. But Hearn's on the field, which is good. Man, Geelong are pressing hard, but they're not scoring, which is really positive for the Eagles. Oh, Hickey, he's been huge. You just always feel like Hickey's about to make a mistake, but then he somehow just gets it back. Oh, Kennedy! Surely that's a free kick. I thought it was incorrect disposal. Man, this is tense. Oh. Well done, Sheed. Tackle without the ball. Well done. Man, if the Eagles get a late one, it'd be huge. If Geelong get a late one, it would be huge. Eagles going for the switch, which is interesting here. Lucas has got to go now. Come on, Eagles, bring it home, and I'll try to find time for a podcast. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Lucas, if you want to chat to us directly, is either the Discord, man, or True Footy Podcast at Gmail. Like, if you want to just chat direct, that'd be cool. Oh, Myers is going deep inside the 50. Well spoiled by Shepherd. Had a great season this year. Whew. What a great game of footy. Are neutrals enjoying this game? I don't know. Like, I know it's a scrap, but I enjoy scrappy games like this. Am I enjoying it? Kind of. Because I'm just a bit tense, but I think as a neutral, I'd be enjoying it. Feel like Sheed has lifted at times. Oh, shit bounce. Oh, great spoil. Eagles' defense has held up really well. 4 seconds to go. Damn, that would have probably been a good chance for the Eagles to score there, but that's how it crumbles. So, Louis says, Waterman a net negative in this game. Yeah, he's just not really featured that much. He set up that goal fairly well with Kennedy, but yeah. Man, why does Selwood just bleed every game? It's ridiculous. What a great game of footy, guys. Who are you tipping? Let us know your tips. Guthrie, probably BOG. Gaff up there as well. I gotta go to the bathroom and blow my nose. My God. I am sick as fuck. Alright, Despise Act, welcome mate. It has been a great game so far. Well, you're a Collingwood fan. Why are you going for the Cats? Lewis asks, why have we gone with Waterman over Allen? I suspect, I read somewhere that the Eagles prefer Waterman's game style because he pushes right up the ground and makes space for Kennedy and Darling, which Allen probably doesn't work quite as well with all three of them in there. I think in terms of skill set, they prefer the Waterman balance. But Allen's unquestionably a better talent. And Allen probably got injured at the wrong time as well. Man, I'm struggling. I'm so sick. I wonder if I would be like more nervous if I wasn't like so sick. I'm definitely whinging a bit. Definitely. It's man flu, man. I think guys just complain about being sick so much more. It's so true. Despise Act says he doesn't want West Coast to win after what happened last year. Fair enough. Yeah. Mind you, I think Collingwood would beat the Eagles in the grand final if they played this year. Jack says he likes how the Eagles got 10 free kicks in a row in the second. Yes, I like that too. Riley says, will I stream the prelim? Yeah, so I have to wait and see, but we could potentially do both prelims. I don't know. I don't want to make any false promises in case it doesn't work out. But I'd like to do a minimum of one, potentially two, because not sure about the grand final yet. Usually that's a chance for everyone to sort of go to a party, have a few beers. It'd be nice to relax without having to... I mean, I enjoy doing the live stream, but it'd be nice not to have to do it. But I don't know, we could still do the grand final. Depends what my plans are. I mean, the chances of the Eagles making the grand final are so slim, but I do have refundable flights booked, so if the Eagles make it, I will probably be going to Melbourne. Yeah. Richmond over the Pies, though, Cat Attack. Yeah, I think Richmond are probably the best team, but I hope Collingwood beats them. 45 watching now. Welcome, guys. JKT Vlogs in the house. Welcome, mate. What a game. Let's hope they can bring it home. Yeah, man. How you feeling? You nervous? Pretty good game. I bet that guy who thinks the AFL is rigged will say the umps favoured West Coast. Yes, probably. Riley says, stream the Brownlow instead of the Granny. Why not both? You know what? Let me check right now if I'm working on the Brownlow medal night, because that would suck. Let me check my rosters. I'd like to do the Brownlow. I know Caden does the Brownlow, so kind of stepping on toes there. I'm definitely going to do the draft. I've tinkered with the idea of maybe like doing trade week deadline day, like the last couple of hours. I'll have to see how possible that is, or how easy that would be. But that could be fun, I reckon. I think I have a day off. I have a day off the Brownlow medal night, so yes, I can watch it. That's fantastic. So yeah, Brownlow, Grand Final, and Draft, all and Trade Week, all possible live streams. Spies that reckons the Eagles will win by 7. Man, I hope you're right. Chris says, please make sure on your count Lockie Neal wins. Mate, I can't change it. It's all locked in sealed envelopes. Not really. Mr. Ben says Hawkins out for the year. Is that right? No, he's on the field. Literally just as I said that, he's on the field. What? Did he get suspended? I mean, reported? It's hard to tell when you're doing a live stream, all this shit goes missed. I don't think he did. Thanks, Jake. See you soon at the end of the game, man. Hopefully we can toast a victory. All right, so Team Kelly with the clearance and Ablett Mark to start the quarter. Well, that sucks. Yashpreet Singh is asking, what is the 9-9 and 10-7? So it's 9 goals and 9 points. So 9 times 6 goals is 54, plus 9 is 63, and the same for 67. Hawkins punched Schofield in the face. Did he really? I have completely missed it. Damn. Kelly lines up to put the Cats in front, and it looks good off the boot. It has not made the distance that Hawkins has marked. Nah, it's a mark. Oh, they're all claiming touched. Yeah, definitely touched. Definitely touched, but it was a finger tipper. That's shit. Oh well. As much as it burns, you do get away with a lot of touch marks now. That sucks. So the Cats regain the lead by 2. Dylan says, what is your favourite moment of the 2019 season? Oh, jeez, that is a tough question. For the Eagles, Liam Ryan's mark against Melbourne, where he sat on Gorn, was pretty spectacular. I was there. And just the way the crowd lifted for that moment was unbelievable. Oh, God, Danger's taking the ball out of the centre now. Radaglia nearly takes a mark. The Eagles need to not fall asleep here. Blitzarf shanks it, thankfully. Man. I don't know if I've had really, really happy moments this year. There's some real shit ones. Willie Rioli yesterday was pretty much the low point of the season, probably. Losing to Richmond, losing to Collingwood by a point. That all stung. Man, we cannot bring down blitzarves. It's kind of like Nat Nui. Just cannot bring him down. Oh, Ryan's been tackled. This is I don't know. It's not going well. Man, this game does have similarities to the grand final. Oh, great tackle, Maston. Registers his first tackle of the 2019 season. Barras, fuck off. You fucking spud. Not really, but seriously, Barras has turned to absolute shit. I know he's injured, so we'll get off his back, but come on. No way, he should be dropped. No way he starts round one, surely. That Collingwood win by 1 was my fave. Yeah, I could tell by the players how much that went to them. Because the Eagles obviously had a bit of wood over them going into the game. Obviously, the Eagles won the flag last year against them. That was a big win for Collingwood. It was a great game of footy. But yeah, that just hurt because I think at the time it felt like it cost us top 2. In the end, it cost us top 4. And probably cost us a chance at the flag this year. Riley says, don't worry about sweary, mate. It's called passion. Yeah, thanks, mate. I appreciate that. I try to be real on this show, but then every now and then I get like kids write in saying, can you stop swearing? It makes me feel bad. Has they paid that against Ryan? Fair enough. Bit unlucky, but yeah, it's fair. Yeah, I just feel bad when kids don't want me to swear, particularly if they're probably watching it around their parents. Oh, Dane just taking the mark. That could bury us if he kicks his goal, just with the all the momentum. He's such a good player, Danger. Despise Act says, is Rioli out for all the next season? Man, Rioli only missing 1 year would be best case scenario, man. I think Rioli's career is over. I don't think he's playing another game for the Eagles ever. Because, he's facing up to 4 years and he's pretty much textbook broken the rules. I can't imagine why he would get less than 4 years. Danger shanked it. Holy shit. Yeah, I think Rioli's done, man. But you know what's actually more likely to play out? Rioli spends a year suspended while they bloody decide on his case, and it takes them 12 months to decide, and then they ban him. Whereas if he just banned him now, I don't know why they can't just decide it. At least the Eagles can tear up his contract and save a bit of salary cap. Despise Act said, when did he take the drugs? Well, first of all, we don't know he took the drugs. What I think he probably had a big night. Sheed, mate. I guess it was Selwood. I guess our high tackle was on Selwood, but probably was a little bit assisted. Nah, it's a pretty high tackle. Oh, Sheed. She could get done for this. Now, Oh, I don't think that's enough to concuss Selwoods. So Selwood's made out of actual cement, but Sheed might cop some time for that. Oh, he's going off the field. Shit. Yeah, Sheed's going for that. Buse, goal. Big. Feel like he's played pretty well, Buse. Oh, that hurts. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, man, I hope Rioli cops a year, because if it's only a 1 year ban, then he probably won't get sacked. I think 1 year's okay. Anything more than that, the Eagles can't keep paying him 300, 400k, whatever it would be. There is 15:28 left on the countdown clock, Everly. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Another clearance to Geelong. Yeah, I do feel like Geelong has got all the momentum. I feel like it's the Eagles who have spent their petrol tickets. Oh, absolute flower bag lands into... Oh, jeez. Not a good sign when they shank it and turn it over and then there's 5 cats just waiting for the ball. Rioli's 24. Scoreboard on this isn't updated. That's right. It has been slow all night, sorry. But it's currently 8 points in favour of Geelong. It's tense. So the ball's now on the wing for the Eagles. Darling flies. And Marks, well done. Eagles probably need to kick 4 goals to win this. Maybe 3. Minimum 3, that's for sure. Do they have 3 or 4 goals in them in the way the ball's, not moving that quickly? Maybe. Oh, man, even Blitzarv's there, just absolutely strong as an ox. Oh, well done, Nelson. Nelson goes deep into the 50, and it'll be nice for a mark just once. Oh, no. Fuck off, Barras. Seriously, get fucked. Fucking trade him to Fremantle, please. Why would you just sit on Nasava Radaglia's back and you fucking missed the ball by 10 metres? Oh, I fucking hate the guy now. No, I don't hate him. I'm obviously just ranting. But I am serious that I should probably drop him. He's that shit. Do the Eagles look like scoring? Not really. It's a tense game. I'd say Geelong's definitely playing better. We just need to break through somehow. Yeah, Geelong just are finding the ball easier. They're moving it easier. The Eagles look stagnant. Tim Kelly smothered. Well done. Petruccelli goes high. Waterman with the great grab. Well done, Waterman. We haven't really been dominant aerially for a while now. When the ball's aerial going forward now, I have no confidence that a 4 is going to take it. Oh, Yo got taken out there. Just a sea of Geelong players at this contest. Random handball over his head and just finds another Geelong player. That's not a good sign. What a surprise. Barras gets fucking owned by Hawkins. Yes, I am an Eagles fan, for those asking. 11:50 remaining on the countdown clock. Sorry, Jaden, I will stop swearing. Sorry, Jaden's mum. Just a little bit stressed. This will pretty much sink the Eagles, I think. There we go. Geelong have been the better side tonight, so they deserve to win. Well, at least I'm getting a bit of a refund on that flight. $1,500 back in the account, which is much needed. Might put that towards Thailand/Vietnam. I'll go away in February probably. Will the Cats win the Premiership? I think they're the third best team behind Richmond and Collingwood. Don't really rate Brisbane the same level. I mean, Brisbane are going to have to win 2 games at the MCG now to win the flag, so just can't see it. Oh, red and legged. All right, Redden goes deep inside the 50. No, he doesn't. He shanks it to Yo, and Yo has shanked it. Damn. Yeah, I live in Perth, Tony. Yep. $13 points with 10 minutes, 45 remaining. Cats are up by 13. So the score is on the screen, guys. It's just a little bit slow to update. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Geelong just controlling it. They've been far too good. At least we didn't disgrace ourselves. Like, it looked like it was going to be 60, 70 point loss at one point. Oh, what a surprise. Brass gives away another free kick. I wouldn't trade Brass, but there's no way he starts in the team next year. No way. He sucks. They probably need to rethink this Schofield trade thing, because they're talking about Schofield being offered 1 year on no money or low money, and he's been told he can explore his trade options, but at 30 years old, he's a better player than Tom Barras, so can we afford to lose him? Probably not. Sorry, just send an angry text to a couple of friends about how shit this is going. Nah, Geelong are too good. Fuck, this is going to blow out. They're going forward again. Eagles have gone back to Perth on the flight mentally. They've done pretty well. Like I said, this could have been more of a blowout. They fought back. It's only 19 points. It's not a bad effort. Weren't good enough to earn, 2 home finals or even a double chance this year. So that's what happens. Ava says, who do you want to win the grand final? Probably Collingwood. I like Collingwood. After last year, it'd be nice to see them get a bit of success. Well, they're already successful, but I'd rather see them win it than Richmond, that's for sure. And I'll support Geelong next week as well. Good mark by Danger. Awesome. So asks, what's the biggest difference between 2018 and 2019 Eagles? That's a good question. Probably the ability to win contested ball. I think we definitely had a harder fixture this year, which plays a role. And I guess, like, I don't know. Well, that's probably pretty much it. We just lost one more game, and therefore we lost one more game than last year. It's probably just down to fixture. I feel like we had some real horrid games in 2018, but consistently we're just better. Whereas this year we've just been consistently at a not shit level, just like a bit. We spent longer periods of games being absolutely mediocre. That's for sure. Ah. 47 watching. I think that's the most we've had all night. I think a lot of people have tuned in just to see me depressed. How big of a difference did losing to Hawthorn impact on going into finals? Good question. I think it made a heap of difference. So we would be playing a home semi-final this week against... wait, let me do the math. Who came second? We played GWS, right? I think this week. If we'd come third. Probably win that, and then we'd have an away prelim against Collingwood. But then again, we probably would have lost that as well. So it probably made about 1 week of difference. What we needed to do was finish top 2, evidently. $48 watching. Thanks, guys, for tuning in through this disappointing loss. This has been utterly dominant by Geelong, to be honest, this last quarter. I think the Eagles just spent all they had coming back into the game and then went home. They're just a bit cooked, I think. For those asking, there is 6 minutes remaining. Oh, Shuey. Shuey, far out. Oh, mate. Yo just gets smothered. Damn. Yeah, so to sum up what I said before, you'd probably give the Eagles a C- this year. For a 15-game season, 15-win season, you can't rate them too harshly. It's a solid Premiership defence, but at the end of the day, getting bundled out in the second week of the finals and never really looking that compelling, can't really give them too much of a positive rap. What off-season moves am I looking forward to the most? Well, I think probably the only one will really feature heavily in is Tim Kelly. I think he will play for West Coast next year, in my opinion. I was just always getting to the draft, so I'll just look to see who we draft, but we'll probably have like picks in the 40s and later if we get Kelly. That's a good clearance by Shuey. Oh, it's turned over. Is that not touched? Surely someone got a hand in there. What's the cricket score? Is that going any better? Do you rate 2019 over 2015? No, I'd say 2015 was much better as a season. Were we a better team? Nah, I think we were a better team then, but 2015 we were never really equipped to win a flag because we just couldn't win at the G, I think. Thoughts on the season of Kennedy and Darling? Well, this is the first year that Darling's certainly been far better than Kennedy. Kennedy has struggled, for sure. I think they've regressed in the sense that they're not the best forward duo anymore. That's definitely Riewoldt and Lynch. Then again, I think Kennedy being in the side is important structurally. I think if he was out, Darling would get triple teamed and would kick far less goals. 87 to 68, 4 minutes remaining. I probably won't stick around to watch the post game, to be honest with you guys. And shit week for Eagles fans. Eliminated, and Willie Rioli, his career is over. That's bleak. But overall, I'm still proud of the club. It's a solid premiership defence, but honestly, we were never in the top few teams this year. Never in the top 2 or 3. Is this just a reaction video? Yes, this is me watching the game because I can't show you the footy for copyright reasons. Danger, another good mark. He's really annoying me, Danger. Could be just that he's playing well against me. 54 watching to see me tune into my team's demise. Isn't Gaff, McGovern, Nat Nui all on over $1 million per season? So I believe that Nat Nui's on close to $500,000 now because he got a pay cut for basically be paid $1 million a year for like 15 games for like 3 years. So, no, I think he's on significantly less. McGovern's on $1 million. Yeah, probably about $1 million. And Gaff, I think, is on 800 or 900. Great kick from Kelly. It's just been touched on the line. Kelly to West Coast, Chris. Yeah, I think he gets to West Coast. I think he's had plenty of opportunity to sign with Geelong. I've been wrong before. Canelio signed late this year. Gaff signed very late last year. But I think he'll be in West Coast. Great kick by Jeddah. The Eagles switch to the far side of the ground. Gaff runs onto the loose ball. Could we... Oh, shit inside 50. Shit inside 50 at the... Yeah, anyway. No point getting pissed off. Top 5 rucks. Don't know if I have Nat Nui in the top 5. Just hasn't played enough footy. You go Grundy, Gawn, Witts. Can't even think who after that. Goldstein's kind of come back good. I don't know. I've never really thought about who my 4th or 5th ruck in the comp is. Looking at the stats for who's had the most hit-outs this year to try and remind me. Another turnover. Oh, Nat Nui with the big roost. I can't be bothered, sorry. Yeah, Danger has had a massive last quarter. Had a massive year. He's probably my best player in the game at the moment, based on this year. So, 20 seconds remaining in the Eagles season. Geelong just still throwing everything at the Eagles, who just hanging on by an absolute thread. It's been pretty one-sided this last quarter. I think the Eagles showing up for like a quarter and a half has been symptomatic of their whole season. They've kind of done that all year, never had any compelling wins. And the Cats were too good, and frankly, good on them. I hope they beat Richmond next week. Michelle asks, who's the favourite to win the Brownlow? Well, my favourite. I've got a video coming out about that early next week, so don't want to spoil it. I do a full mock Brownlow count. Ash's live stream, I wish. I'm probably going to turn in soon. Bit too depressed. What is the score in the cricket? Oh, I hate the Geelong song, I'm not going to lie. Sorry. I just sound really bitter. But yeah. It's lunch in the cricket anyway. Cool. Gaff gone, Kelly in. Oh, I did come up with that theory, Chris, but I don't know. Maybe. Still possible, I guess. So it looks like Richmond, Geelong, prelim. And then Collingwood, Brisbane. And yeah, frankly, those are the best 4 teams this year. Well, I say Collingwood, Brisbane. We don't know that yet. I think Brisbane will win tomorrow. Yeah. Yes, I do live in Perth, asks AFL Collingwood. Yes, I do. Man, so can Geelong knock off Richmond next week? That is the question. Geelong did slaughter them earlier this year. They pretty much played... what was I going to say? I think they play against Richmond pretty well. But nonetheless, I think Richmond's going to be hungry. They're not going to lose another prelim. Chris says, you reckon we reload with the same team or major changes? Well, we might delist Rioli depending on the result of that, whether it's he gets banned this year or next. Other than that, I think Masson and Schofield will go. As I said, I don't think we should let go of Schofield. I don't think Barras is good enough to start in the team next year. He's talented enough, but mentally he just looks shithouse. He doesn't look like he wants to be out there. Barras, absolute liability. And Schofield is a better player than him at the moment, which is an indictment on him. And we don't really have any other key backs coming to the side other than Harry Edwards, who is a long way off playing AFL. So, yeah. And Lake Crow says, thanks for the stream and your company. No, thank you guys for tuning in, everyone who has. It's been good fun. But yeah, sorry. Any other major changes? No, I think Kelly in will do us for a off-season. I'm not foreseeing any real shock sackings or trades. As a plan B to Kelly, I think we could feature in Blake Acres, Sam Powell-Pepper's discussions, but other than that, I still expect we'll get Kelly and not the others, so yeah. Eddie, I'd prefer Collingwood to win the flag from here. They're my favourite team of who's left. Yeah. Adelaide Crow says, will Matt Allen get delisted? I suspect he will. He could get a year left, but I think it's a tough one because we have really poor midfield depth outside of the 22 already. Matt Allen's probably the first mid-next in. Then there's Brayshaw and there's Ainsworth. And Ainsworth's played 5 games. Brayshaw yet to debut. Allen yet to debut. Archie might not even get a contract. So it'll be interesting to see how they move those pieces around because we're going to have to delist some. Oh, Maston's in tears. I suspect that's because he knows that is his last game for the club. That's sad. Is this Geelong's final chance at the flag? So I think Dangerfield and Selwood and that are good enough to go around again. I don't know about Ablett. Yeah, maybe. I still think they'd probably have another year of those guys, but Kelly leaving does hurt. I'm not going to lie. Then again, they could get Jack Stephen in. And obviously he's not as good, but no, I think they'll feature certainly in the finals next year. Michelle says, thanks for the stream, Jesse. Have some chicken soup for that cold. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. That's good advice. See you next weekend. We are Geelong. Yes, well done on the win. Too good. Deserved it. I'm West Coast Winter Rose. This is an Eagles scarf. It's not really clear to see. So, yeah, a little bit disappointed at the moment. But overall, grateful for what the Eagles have achieved over the last 2 years. I'm not going to be too salty. They've been a great team over the stretch. So, good on them. But, yeah. Disappointing, obviously. I'd rather Geelong win the flag because I can't stand the Pies or Tigers. Yeah, I don't mind the Pies. I would rather Geelong win it than Richmond. So I'll go for Geelong next week. Doggy says, how do you think the Eagles were going to go next year? I think top four is quite gettable. I don't think they'll drop off. Their list profile is still pretty good. A lot of good players still in their prime. Tim Kelly in helps. Rioli out does hurt. But, he's just one guy. So... Natalie says, what quarter is it? Yeah, nah, sorry, the game's finished. Geelong won by 20 points. Chris would rather lose a close one than go blown out. Yeah, I'm definitely glad we didn't lose this by like 6 goals or 7 plus. Like, that would have sucked. Yeah, we did all right. Eddie, I don't think we have too much of an aging roster. Like, we're going to use... Maston and Schofield will leave. I think there's a lot of good young talent at the Eagles. What their concern is probably midfield depth. So, Kelly comes in, but in the waffle, we don't really have someone playing well every week in the guts who can just come in. So, that's a concern. But other than that, that's probably the only weakness on the list. I think, obviously, Kennedy's probably only got one more year, but then Oscar Allen is... Obviously, he's not Josh Kennedy, but I feel like there's a contingency plan there, like a replacement there. So I think the Eagles will be good for a while, which might sound biased, but I just think their list profile set up for an extended stay at the top half at least. So I think top 4 next year. Who would I get rid of at West Coast? Like I said, Master Schofield probably gone. Matty Allen delisted. Archie I would keep, but he'll probably get cut. Tom Barras, I'm very emotionally wanted to list at the moment because he sucks. But no, obviously I would keep him because he's pretty young. And yeah, I think Kelly gets the Eagles. So yeah. Hawkins might miss the next few games. Look, I silly, but I didn't see the incident. I must have been talking to you guys, not concentrating. Maybe I switched to the Ashes. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm probably gonna wrap it up in the next minute or two. So if you have any last questions, get them in. Chris says Master retires. Is that confirmed, or is that just a guess? Because yeah, he probably will retire. Jason, my favourite player is Luke Shuey. Battled hard tonight, as always, but yeah. I just have one last look at the stats before I banish this game from my memory. 2 goals and 30 possessions from Gaff is solid. Overall, we didn't really have too many winners on the field. No, Shuey had 26, that's alright. Hamish Brayshaw, I reckon we'll keep Nelson, to be honest. The end of the year in the side, he's ahead of Tom Cole. Unless he's involved in the Kelly deal, I think he stays. Cool, guys. All right, I'm sick as a dog, so I am probably going to wrap this up. This was actually fun. I'm not actually too devo. Had fun with you guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. So I'm going to do some more videos throughout the week. We're going to do another podcast. I'm doing a Brownlow medal count. That'll hopefully be up early Monday or Tuesday or something like that. And we're going to live stream hopefully 2 games, maybe 1 next week. But yeah, it's been real, guys. And I'll see you all very soon on the YouTube channel. Thanks very much.